It begins with a realization. An epiphany claws its way through a snarl of distractions, emblazoning itself behind your eyelids. Sometimes it's quieter, a nagging dullness in the soul, a kind of fatigue wrought by overstimulation and overprogramming. You're tired. At first, it's just a thought that emerges from the fray, but it becomes a recognition, and finally a reckoning. You look in the mirror one day and it's plain. Just 3 words. I'm not ready. With our attentions wheeling around in so many directions, we feel incapable of joy. Amid the proliferation of half-satisfactions and easy pleasures, we hardly feel hungry for real resurrection.
This realization of our spiritual lethargy persists. It lengthens like a shadow and it darkens like a late afternoon in midwinter. We are not ready for Easter.
How we got here is not so important as the way out. Lent is a changing of posture, a turning around, an uncoiling of the soul that is curved in on itself.
It's taking a hard look at where our freedoms have actually enslaved us. We anesthetize our emotions as soon as we feel them. We carve our own worlds of pleasures and preferences and end up on our own, trapped in ourselves, exiled from God and from our communities. And somewhere we've lost our imaginations and discarded our best hopes.
The way home is always through the wilderness, the desert, the moors, the frozen tundra, the woods. These are not where we find God, but rather, their desolation and silence give us space to ponder, to listen, to be still. The journey is both physical and spiritual, involving our whole selves.
It's tough, but the ascetic disciplines of Lent make it easy to misunderstand. It's not a hunger strike or an angry discipline to secure specific demands. It's not a power play or a dissident throwdown to manipulate God, not a reciprocal exchange, thinking our effort would counterclaim God's blessing.
In our hunger, our longing, and our discomfort, we meet our weakness. We confront the limits we thought we had transcended, the needs we thought we had filled. Lent is taking a break from the degrading cycle of serving incessant appetites, either our own or someone else's. It's a 40-day pilgrimage into a severe landscape of longing, hope, and expectation, where winter is slowly giving way to spring.
It's 40 days of clinging to the promise of something better. It's 40 days of learning to love the future.
It's 40 days of putting one weary foot in front of the other, fueled by the hope of resurrection.
It's 40 days of following Christ's footsteps into the wilderness to prepare our hearts for his passion, the way of sorrows and Good Friday.
It's 40 days of giving something up, opening our hands and letting go, so that our palms are open to receive. It's 40 days of remembering that we are dust, and to dust we shall return.